is the kenkey. It's still hot, very hot. So, Makola Kenkey. Hot. As you've probably worked out, we are making Fante Kenkey today. Trust me, you're going to love this recipe. This is Fante Kenkey Masterclass. So join me. So tomorrow I want to make Fante Kenkey. So I'm like, why haven't I made Fante Kenkey? I have everything to make Fante Kenkey, but I haven't. I don't know why. So I'm making Fante Kenkey tomorrow. So I'm preparing my leaves for tomorrow. So I've got warm water. Oh, nice. And then I'm adding some vinegar, distilled vinegar. Okay. Try and wash this. I brought these leaves from Ghana. Obviously. Where else could I have bought it? Well, anyway, so these are the leaves, and I'm not sure. Let me just lay them in the water like that. Okay. Different. Oh, I don't want it to know. Different sizes. You don't need to rip it. So these are very long ones. Look at the insuno. Look at the insuno. Say, see, I'm boy. I didn't have Bofia Casa. It's so dirty. So it's very important that you wash your leaves very well, because you see how dirty they are. Very, very dirty. I didn't have some crazy. We're be taking me 1 hour and I'm going to show. If I'm go washing machine, then I'm washing it down, mommy. And I must say, you know that the leaves, they play a very important role in making the Fante Kenkey. It gives it the unique taste. So you have to make sure you wash it nicely, but then don't lose all the taste. It is inside, Papa. Look at how dirty the thing is. See, so dirty. I'm going to be washing it until I see that the water is clean. So for the leaves, as you heard me say, it is important that you wash them. Even though these leaves has color, some sort of color in it, and they will definitely bleed out, you still need to wash them, because just imagine they were dried in the open air, bacteria, things may have gone into it or onto it, and you need to wash it regardless of the color that is already in the leaves. Don't worry about it, the color changing so quickly, because we expect that it will change once it is boiled. But don't worry, you won't lose any. Make sure you just wash it really well before you use it to cook your food. Right, so tomorrow I'll do my Fante Kenkey. See you tomorrow. Hello everyone, it's the next day and we are here to do our Fante Kenkey. I'm just so looking forward to it, because I'm going to be serving this Fante Kenkey with very special fish gravy. Oh, it's going to be amazing. So you better stay with me and look out for that special fish gravy. So let's get into it now. So what I've done is this is my condo, right? This is 1 part and this is 2 parts. 1 kilogram, 2 kilograms. So 3 kilograms, I divided it into 3. This is 2. This is the raw one. We are going to be cooking this one, and then we'll mix it with this one. So the only difference is Fante Kenkey, there is no salt in it, and the leaves are different. We use the plantain or banana leaves for the Fante Kenkey. So that is the only difference between Fante Kenkey and God Kenkey. Okay, no salt, different leaves, right? So let's get into it. So first, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add water to this, okay, and then I will set it aside, right? And then I'll bring this one here and bring this one here. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be passing my dough through this kitchen gadget, right? it was in my halogen, so I don't use the halogen anymore. So what I'm going to do, I want you to, this is when I do it this way, it's easier for me to mix the aflata or the banku with the dry one. So that's why I do that. It's very easy. You break it down and it's easy to mix it. Okay. So I've now passed all the dough through my my sieve, okay, and then I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to mix my dough with water, the one we're going to make into the banku or aflata. We're going to just mix it, make sure it's nice and loose, okay, because it's all contributing, making the kenkey soft, right? If your mixture is too stiff, your kenkey is going to be hard. If you want it hard, fine. If you want it soft, make sure that your banku is soft, okay? Usually when I'm making the banku or aflata for my kenkey, I don't add water, but here I did because I realized that my banku was a bit stiff and I wanted it to be loose, so I added some water to it to make it nice and soft, okay? There is no salt. Don't add salt because you are making Fante Kenkey, not gan kenkey, okay? Once that is mixed and it's okay, you add it to, or the rest, let's say the rest of the flour, the rest of the dough, and then you just mix it all together. So what I'm doing is usually I let it sit to cool a bit before I come in with my hands to mix all together. And what I do is I take a lot of the cool or the dry dough and I mix it with small chunks of the hot one, right? And now it's all mixed nicely, okay? Very nice, no lumps or anything. I'm just putting it in my bowl, and I'm going to let it sit till the following day before I mold the kenkey. Okay, so yeah, as the following day, it's nice, it's settled, amazing, and we are going to mold it. So here are the leaves. Okay, it's been sitting for overnight and it is nice and a bit damp. It's not dry, it's damp. I have here this all-purpose cloth. Okay, it's nice and damp too, and what I do is before I lay it or I put it together, I wipe it a bit. You see how I'm wiping, and as I'm wiping, the color that is in the leaves, it is transferring onto the cloth, right? So I've laid the leaves according to sizes, okay, long ones, medium and small ones, okay. Now I'm forming the dough into balls ready to mold. Just get them ready so that it goes quicker. Okay, so let's pay attention here, okay? So for the Fante Kenkey, the way it is molded, okay, we're going to be folding the sides of the kenkey, of the leaves into the kenkey to make it easier for you to push it in, okay? So because of that, when you are layering your leaves, you layer it this way so that there is a bit of an allowance here and there, okay? So we're going to layer our leaves, okay? I hope you feel me. So we get our dough, put the dough in like that, and then you start to fold, right? You fold the dough. Like that. Okay, looks nice. And now what we are going to be doing is we are going to be pushing this in like that. Okay. That is why we need the edges, to be quite light, okay? If you go and you make it very thick, pushing it in will be, I hope you can see me, push the leaves in like that. So here I'm showing you again, okay? So I've laid the leaves, I've left an allowance on both sides. Put in your dough and you roll it, okay? You roll it and then you push the sides in. That is is the easiest way of, molding kenkey. I think this is easier than even molding kenkey. Okay, amazing, easy recipe. Okay, so you push that in as you see me do, all the sides, one side in. What I normally do is that's the other side. I make sure I set it on the table so that as I push the other side in, it flattens it and it makes it tighter. Okay, and that is it. That is our Fante Kenkey, all molded, ready to be cooked. Okay, I'm sure you've got this. This is very easy, and I believe I've explained it. Remove your silly little hand from there.
So in a saucepan that we're going to be cooking our Fante Kenkey, a word of caution here. If you're making Fante Kenkey, if you have some black or old pot, use that, okay? Don't use your very nice, beautiful pot like my pot here. By the time I finish with the Fante Kenkey nsuo tuntum ni nyinaa ya ade no twa me twisa already. I nearly wept, but you know, it's so be mensu. Hey, me your banty. I'm allowed to cry. So yeah, you pack all your kenkey into the saucepan and then you cover it with some of the leaves. You add your water and then you cover it to cook. Make sure your water is, you see mine is a little bit on top of the kenkey. No. Let it be like half of it and let the steam cook it, especially if you have a cover like mine. I had to eventually pour some of the water out because it was leaking everywhere. As I told you, it messed up my pot. You can see the edges crack and the sides and everywhere. The stove, everywhere was just messed up. Anyway, it's fine. Fante Kenkey there. Able to me anytime because it is really nice. Ice Kenkey coming your way soon. And I must say, yeah, Fante Kenkey. I didn't know ice Kenkey. So the Kenkey is ready and I'm setting it out for it to cool. We all know that Fante Kenkey is always cool. It's not hot, but then if you eat it hot too, it's a plus. If you eat it hot, it's like you're going to Makola. There's some Fante Kenkey base be on Makola where they serve Fante Kenkey and pepper gravy of all these inconvenience is amazing. This recipe, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you give it a try. I hope all your Fante Kenkey woes are over. And I am grateful for you joining me here today once again. I'm ever so grateful. So this is like 2 or 3 days. You see, I'm showing you that the water has dried, okay? And we're going to be opening the kenkey for you to see the texture of this kenkey. This kenkey is top. It's amazing. It's just, the real McCoy of kenkeys. This is like 3 days after. The water has dried in the tray, right? You can see, say, a dry ankasa. And I'm opening it for you to see the texture of this kenkey. And it is still incredible, amazing. A sausage beer, or it is malleable. It is still soft. Brofo. Brofo words to describe what you are seeing. Thank you, everybody. I'm ever so grateful to you all for joining me. And I'll see you in the very next one. Bye.